Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, I'm your host, Mrs. M. And if you haven't, make sure you click the link below. That way you can subscribe to my channel and not miss out on anything you need to scale your cleaning business to six figures and beyond. Pow! Hello. In this video, I'm going to get right to it. We're around the time that most people drop out because it's the end of the first quarter. We're all excited about our New Year's goals. And then all of a sudden, January goes by, February, we get into March, sort of like I'd say the third month, where a lot of people just lose momentum. So if this sounds like you, I'm going to give you something that works for me. If I knew what I knew earlier, we always say if we knew what we knew 20 years earlier, we're now, think of the age you are right now. And I want you to imagine yourself 3, 5 years from now. Think about this. If you had done the things you needed to do 3, 5 years ago, you probably would be in a different situation right now. So think right now, when the alarm goes off and you're tired, you want to punch it again, or you've got to go to that 9 to 5 that you just can't stand, or you're doing a cleaning business. I hear all the time where you're scattered, you've got this person quitting, you got to do this, this, and this. Stop and think for a minute and think about what can you do to make sure you're able to build your business in a relaxed and calm manner and able to get the money that you're looking and expecting. What you can do is market. I'm going to talk a little bit about government. There are a lot of people get phone calls on Saturdays, Sundays, and the number one question they ask is it really possible for me to get a government contract? And the answer is yes and yes. Yes, you can. But it does take persistence. It does making sure you register with SAMs. It does making sure you do your capability statement. It does make sure that you have to have all the things that they're looking for ready. So if I had to give you a bit of advice, what I would say is stick in there, hang in there. I know this is where it gets tough. This separates the as I say, the little dogs from the big dogs. Get off the porch and you have to run with the big dogs. That means that it's really, really worth it. Now, there's a price you pay for everything. You have to determine if that price is worth it. For me, it was. For me, it was definitely worth staying the course, doing the work, learning as much as I could, and continuing on so that I could say to myself, I'm so glad that I took care of myself 3 to 5 years ago, because it put me in a better situation financially, mentally, health-wise, spiritually, all of that. So with that said, what are some of the things you can do to win your very first contract? I would go after RFQs, requests for quotes. I would really, unless you have some of the things I'm going to mention ready already for your RFP, ready already, you want to make sure that you do the RFQ. The RFQ normally only asks for price. They may only ask for you have been in business for 2 years, and that is something that you want to look at because they ask for similar projects that you've done in most cases on an RFP, request for proposal. And then they ask for these things. So if you want to look at doing an RFP, have some of these items ready. Number 1, have a list of your workers, what their experience levels are, how long they've been with you. In other words, a profile. Number 2, you need financial statements. You have to have those balance sheets and income statements. Sometimes those requests for proposals are looking for them. Number 3, have some certificates of insurance. Have them like a sample or get a letter from your insurance person. I saw this in a bid yesterday that was different, where they asked if you didn't have the insurance they needed, which there were quite a few, even employers' omission and errors. That's the type of insurance, but they were asking to have your insurance person sign saying that you would be able to have that. Have a great relationship with your insurance person. Banking and insurance are two of the people you need to have a really great relationship with. Government contracts are serious business, but you can have fun with it. But it is serious because it's worth millions and billions of dollars. We're looking in the millions, but they're like Lockheed Martin and Raytheon. They have made billions of dollars because they're government contractors, just like you and I are actually looking to be. So don't get discouraged. Don't allow this month to roll in and roll out without making sure you have some things ready and prepared. And like I said, if you're looking to go after RFPs, have some of those things ready. Your financials, list of your employees, experiences, a little differentiator about why they should choose your company. Have those ready, set aside. So when you have to do your RFPs, you can do them at a quicker pace, turn them around a lot quicker. But I would look at going after RFQs, requests for quotes, more than anything, or requests for information, RFIs, which are going to be like sole source. That's my bit of advice. When you start to feel like you just don't think you can do it, think about your future self. What you do now will set you up for what you will have later. Trust me. So put the work in, but be smart about it instead of just working hard. I know a lot of people that work hard and they still don't get to where they need to get to. So working hard is one thing, but work smart and hard together mentally. So if you'd like to know more about the details of government cleaning contracts, I'd love for you to join me for my free masterclass where I go into this and so much more, the 3 pillars: requirements, marketing to the government buyers, and finding the bids. I'd love to see you at my free masterclass. If you haven't, make sure you click the link to register. Space is limited, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.